So many of us wait to feel ready. Ready to start, ready to grow, ready to finally take ourselves seriously. But here's the truth. You don't have to be ready. You have to be willing. Willing to press start even if you don't know what the full quest looks like or how to properly prepare for it. And if you found this podcast and you're listening right now, I promise you're already in the game. You've already logged on. This is Between the Save Points. No filter, no final form necessary. Welcome, my fellow in-betweeners. I'm your host, Shima. If you've been rolling with me since episode 1, you already know the vibe. If this is your first time pressing play, no worries. You didn't miss the launch. You're just logging in when you're meant to. And lucky for you, today's episode is a pep talk, but not the kind that demands hustle and perfection. This one's for the people who don't feel ready. Those of us who are still trying, still rebuilding, still figuring out who we are now. This space is for the ones who show up with shaking hands, open tabs, and questions they can't name yet. Today's message of you don't need to be fully ready, you just need to be willing, and that's enough to begin, is for us. Because let's be honest, we live in a world that worships certainty, clarity, 5-year plans, and vision boards that make you look like you've already arrived. So of course you've hesitated. Of course you've second-guessed yourself. Of course you've asked, who am I to do this, to want this, to try again? Being ready has become like a gatekeeper to moving forward, like a locked quest that looks unavailable. But all that's missing is a small side mission, a choice, and not a full upgrade. Truthfully, most of us aren't not ready because we're lazy or unqualified. We're just scared. Scared to be seen starting small. Scared to get it wrong in public. Scared to hope for something more when we're still healing from the last chapter. But that's okay. Fear is honest, and so is doubt. But neither disqualify you from showing up. You can still start before you feel fully sure. In fact, most of the meaningful things that happen in life, they start when we aren't ready, but say yes anyway. So if readiness isn't the requirement, what is? Well, let's reframe this. What if willingness is what actually moves the needle? Not perfect planning, not constant motivation, just willingness. Willing to try, willing to learn, willing to do it clumsily the first few times, willing to be seen as someone becoming. That's powerful. You don't need a full skill tree mapped out. You don't need max stats or rare gear. You don't need to have a schedule or a spreadsheet or a strategy right now. You just need one thing: permission, a reason to move, and a little curiosity to begin, to return, to reimagine. This podcast isn't a place that asks you to be your best self. It's a place that asks if you are willing to be your real self. And I assure you that real is more than enough. So if all of this is landing and you're wondering how to begin, start here with this episode's mini mission. If you've been here before, you already know what's about to go down. If you haven't, each episode I'll offer you a small but meaningful action to take, a checkpoint to help you slow down, notice where you are on the map, and keep moving with intention. So here's your mini mission. And it's as simple as it gets. Fill in the blanks to this sentence. I'm not ready for blank, but I'm willing to blank. That's it. Name it out loud. Say it with a shaky voice if you need to, but say it. That's how you shift the energy from avoidance to movement, from perfection to participation. When it comes to being willing, that might mean opening your laptop and writing 3 sentences, replying to that email, drinking water before you drink that 3rd cup of coffee, or texting someone you miss even if you don't know what to say. It's not glamorous. It's not a total overhaul. It's one brave micro action done imperfectly, repeat it with care. That's how you build something real. That's how momentum begins. That's how you start earning XP even in the background. Not flashy, not boss level, but steady and true. And you can start right now by reflecting with this episode's save point. At the end of every episode, we'll stop to take a moment of reflection. Think of it as a journal prompt, a moment to pause, think, and take inventory of where you are on the journey. This isn't about tying things up with a bow. It's about checking in with yourself, honestly, gently, fully. As you pause here, consider this. Where in my life am I waiting for perfect readiness when willingness is enough? Give yourself time to think about it, reflect on it, journal it, own it. Consider this your personal checkpoint, not a cutscene, not a milestone, just a pause to see what you've picked up along the way. You don't have to fix it right now, just notice it, name it, and keep coming back to the version of you who's trying anyway. That's the person I'm talking to. That's the one I believe in. You made it to the end of this episode. Thanks for being here. If this episode hit home, I'd love for you to share it with someone who's still waiting to feel ready. Someone who just needs to hear, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. There is a version of you that's already leaning in, even if you can't hear them clearly yet, even if it's just a whisper. Tag me at Between the Save Points and use the hashtag JustBeWilling. Leave a review or a voice note and let me know what you're willing to begin, even if it's small. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe because next we're given a gentle reminder that there's no wrong time to begin. No guidebook needed, just curiosity, courage, and a willingness to press start again and again. Until then, stay open, be willing, begin anyway. No filter, no final form necessary. I'll see you at the next checkpoint.